Hello everybody. Well, I got my head cut off, don't I? Can't win for losing. See if that does it. That's a little better. But I'm going to fix a chuck pot roast today. And I'm using my Egyptian walking onions right out of the garden. I went out there and harvested these few just a minute ago. I broke off most of the top because I don't want that much green. I'll put this much green in there. But I wanted to show you, there's the roots. I did pull them out of my garden just a few minutes ago. They still got roots on the end that I got to cut off. But first of all, I got some carrots that I'm going to peel. Well, I'm scraping them. And I've got a bag here in the sink that hopefully will catch the peeling so I can take them out and put them in the compost. But you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and start my meat first. And then while my meat is browning, I can go ahead and finish with my potatoes, my onions, and my carrots. What do I do with my little knife? Oh, here it is. But this is a good pot roast. And you know, it did cost $15. You can see it right there. But that's a big hunk of meat right there, that pot roast. And I'm going to fix it in my electric skillet. This is the way I always used to do my pot roast. You can't see that. Maybe I should turn it around toward the light so I can see the numbers on this dial. I'm going to put some olive oil in here. Just a few tablespoons will do. We'll let that get hot. And I do like to season my meat when I go to brown it. I mean, you can suit yourself because you're going to season it later anyway. So you don't really have to do this. Don't really have to season it right now. But I do. Because I want some of that seasoning in my meat when it's browning. And that's that moisture on the outside of it from where it was frozen. I think it's still frozen a little bit, but that's okay. It's going to cook. But I just put my lid on it so it's not splattering all over my kitchen. Now we'll get back over here and start working on our carrots. Now if you want, you can use carrots that are already peeled and cut up. That's up to you. You can use canned carrots. I don't care. I like these to go in my roast. And since I bought them for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and peel them up and get them in there. Plus, I have to use up my carrots. I don't want them going bad on me. These were fresh dug carrots. Pull them toward me so I can scrape them and they don't fly all over the kitchen. I'd rather do it the other way, but hey. I don't want them flying all over the kitchen, then I have to pick them all up and clean them up and all that good stuff. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. You may have to enlarge the picture, I don't know. But I basically cut the ends off the carrots and then I scrape them with my little scraper here. You can peel them, that's up to you, but you take off a lot more of the carrot if you peel them. If you get one of these little potato and vegetable scrapers, it takes off less of your flesh. So you got more of your carrot to cook, actually. Keep this bag open. See, I'm a creature of habit. I like to push it away from me. That's where you scrape your carrot or your potato. But it does has a tendency to fly away. Sometimes it don't stay where you really want it to stay. But I'm just putting them in this bag so I can take them out to the compost pile. With the cost of food the way it is, you don't want to lose part of your carrot or your potato in the peeling. Get all these carrot shavings inside the bag. I'm going to do my potatoes. And shaving the potatoes like this kind of helps prevent the peelings from sprouting in your compost. Because hopefully they'll just kind of rot in the compost and be mush before they'll have a chance to sprout. What I think I'm going to just dump this right in here. Well, no, I'll leave it. I've already got it started in this, so. And most of them are going in there, in that bag. And it'll be easier just to take it out and dump it in the compost pile. See, they jump all over the place when I use my scraper. I'd almost rather be outside doing this. I hope y'all are watching my roast over there. Don't let it burn. Y'all supposed to be helping me out today. And they do need to be washed. I still have to wash them. But this is about the best way I know to ensure that your potatoes don't sprout in your compost. Now, of course, if you bake your potato, you know it's going to cook your peelings, and you can throw your peelings in the compost and not have to worry about it. Go ahead and cut my onions. Cut the sprouts off of them. For the roots. Lay right there for a minute. Let me check on my roast. Now before I turn it over, I'm going to go ahead and season it a little. Flip it over and let it sear the other side. Cover it while it's doing it. And I can come over here and finish with my potatoes and my onions. First off, before I even wash the potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and cut my my onions. You can cut them in any kind of pieces you want. It's up to you. But when I put onions in my roast, I like to have the pieces of a pretty good sized piece of onion. And you can see these Egyptian walking onions, they head up pretty big. They're almost like a leek. And they get bigger than this. I mean, I just happen to want to pull these, so. And I'm not getting fancy and cutting them on the cutting board. Because this is the way I do in real life. I don't usually get the cutting board out if I don't have to. Don't really have the counter space for a cutting board. These are a lot easier on your eyes too. My eyes are not burning as bad when I cut these up. Whew. Did I say it didn't burn? It's burning now. This little one is burning. I love to get it seared and browned a little. Put in my onions. Let them be cooking down a little bit. Come over here and wash my potatoes and my carrots. I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic. You can put fresh garlic or whatever you want. I just opened this. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of garlic in there. Rub it on that meat. Put a little bit on this side of it. Go ahead and cut up some of my potatoes. And I like to leave them in pretty decent chunks. About like that. And I'm going to come over here and cut my carrots. And I'm going to leave them in pieces about 2 inches long, something like that. Didn't get all of that peeling off of this one. Check to see how our meat's doing. Oh, that's looking good. Now I'm going to put my water in there. It's pretty brown enough. Oops. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it cook a little bit. Because I want that beef to be tender. So we're going to let it cook a little. I know I'm cleaning. I've just, it's a lifelong habit that I can't break. I clean up behind myself as I'm cooking. And I always do that. So we're going to let that cook a little bit. And I'm going to let it cook for about 30, 45 minutes to an hour, and I'll come back. Well, I'm back. And my roast has been cooking for about an hour. So what I'm going to do is add my carrots that I've got cut up already. And I've got the water full of, the bowl full of water with my potatoes. So we're just going to add all of that. Try to get your potatoes and your carrots under the water if you can, or under the liquid. And you can see how brown the liquid is, the broth in that. Now I had it on like medium to low, and I cooked it for about an hour. And now I'm going to turn it back up to about 350, 300 until my potatoes are done. For my potatoes and my carrots. And I will bring you back when that's done. Now, you know, if you've cooked potatoes before, it doesn't take too long for your carrots and your potatoes to cook. So don't overcook. You don't want to make your potatoes and your carrots mush. So keep an eye on them. I can't tell you exactly how long it'll be, 15, 20 minutes maybe. And we'll come back. Okay, well, we're coming back. We're going to check on it. We need to turn it down. I put it on warm so it'll cool down just a tiny bit. Yeah, it needs to cook down just a tiny bit more. I don't want it quite that soupy. So we'll let it just sit there and do its thing a little bit. Now at this point you can take it out and you can slice it up. You can break it up ever how you want to do it. In fact, we'll see what we can do with it. Because it's cooked pretty done. Oh, my phone. I've got to get rid of that phone. But some people like it in slices. You might see it better here. But you have to work around the meat a little bit because it does have veins running in it. But that is a lot of meat there, y'all. But you see there? Coated with all that gravy. Now, I had to fix me a plate. I'll get a smaller plate for me. Now, see all this? It's not real watery and soupy, but it does have a really good thick sauce with it. It's like a gravy, but it's coated with a really good thick gravy. And that's the way I like a pot roast. Get all that brown stuff out of the bottom of the pan and mix it up in the and all that good stuff. Now I'm going to put a little bit of gravy or a little bit of that sauce that's there on my meat. But how's that, y'all? Don't that look good? I think it does. That's a winning dish right there. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat and bless everybody in YouTube land. Amen. I've opened the doors quite a bit. And I've let flies in. But you know what? I think I'm going to bring the camera over here so you can see just a little bit better. But don't that look good? Man, I'll be eating pot roast for the next couple of days. Look at this. Y'all take a bite of the pot roast. Ooh, that plate's hot. Y'all open wide. Take a bite. Don't be shy. It's just drenched in sauce, gravy. Y'all, that don't need any more seasoning. I put garlic, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, onion, carrots, and potatoes is what I made my dish with my pot roast. And you saw the way I did it. And it is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. And your carrots and your potatoes are just coated with that good thick sauce. Y'all have some potato and carrot. Open wide. Take a big bite. Happy dance, y'all. Happy dance. Y'all try this. I need to get a knife though because I got some of this meat in too big bites in the slices, but it slices real good. I just don't want to put a great big hunk in my mouth. Look at that. How's that for a slice of chuck roast? Y'all. And look at all this. I got all this to eat this week. Oh my goodness. That's so good. A little hot. Well, y'all, I'm going to call it a video. I got to go. I'm going to go sit down and eat this is my lunch and my supper because it's almost 5 o'clock. It's my lunch and my dinner combined. And my breakfast because I haven't eaten today. All I've done is drunk 2 big old cups of coffee. And I'm ready to dig in. So try this recipe. I think you'll like it. Simple. You don't need a ton of spices and all these other ingredients. Just if you got some garlic, potatoes, carrots, Worcestershire sauce. You don't even need the Worcestershire sauce, but it does add a little to the flavor. And fix it like I did. And it's so good. You don't need wine. You don't need all this other stuff. It's really good like this. So I'll see you on my next one. Love y'all. Bye now.